Did your girls have fun?
Class.
Did your girls have fun?
Class.
That's creepy, right? It's like on a lag. Yeah.
There's a black marker there too. Um,
Got a marker, got a pen. A CD. No, no marker here. Hello? Oh, he's better. He's at work now. Well, yeah, we checked him for COVID yesterday again, and he was still fine. Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is October 2nd, 2024. The time is approximately 10:08 a.m. and we are on the record. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. A lot more people were summoned to show up today. They didn't, but you folks did. And I want you to know that I appreciate that. Today's proceedings are being done via Zoom and they're being broadcast live on the court's YouTube channel. Um, it's important to note that this is a court of record. What that means is that everything that we do here is recorded. So everything is being recorded through Zoom on the cloud, and we also have a in-court recording system that is recording our proceedings today. Today's docket consists of arraignments, or what is also known as your initial appearance. We also have a show cause docket that will take place right after that. If you're here on your initial appearance, that means this is going to be the first time you appear to answer for your violation. Some things that I need to let you know. The cases that are heard out of this court are Class C misdemeanors. The fines normally do not exceed $500. Excuse me, but my video went off. The fines normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay, does everyone understand these rights? All right, some other things I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain cases. For instance, if you are charged with driving with no insurance, not only could you be subject to fines and court costs out of this court, but you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your particular charge or violation has consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if I order a fine and court cost in your case and you are unable to meet that obligation, there are other ways to satisfy your financial obligation. There is a form that you can fill out. You request it from the clerks. You fill it out, and if I find that you qualify under the law, I can put you on an extended payment plan. Excuse me, hold on real quick. We're having some feedback. I can put you on an extended payment plan. I can order community service, or I can have you do a combination of those things. The point being is that just because you're not able to pay doesn't mean that we can't work with you so that you can satisfy your obligations to the court. Okay. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to call the docket. When you hear your case called, please unmute your device. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, and I'm going to swear you in. I'm then going to let you know what you're being charged with, and then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty and then go to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference between those two is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting it. But what you're also telling the court is that there's enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. Okay. You can also plead not guilty. If you plead not guilty, your case will then be set for pretrial. At that pretrial, there will be a prosecutor representing the state of Texas. The prosecutor is the individual who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. You will have an opportunity to meet with him. The prosecutor out of this court, his name is Mr. Epi Isasi. He has the ability to do a number of things. He can negotiate a plea bargain agreement. He can listen to anything you want to tell him. If you have any defenses you want to present, any excuses, any evidence you want him to see or listen to, that's the time to do it. because he also has the ability to recommend dismissal of the case if he feels that it's warranted. A lot of time people come, they show up today to this initial appearance and they want to talk to the judge. They want to tell me why they shouldn't have received the ticket or why they have a valid excuse as to why they did what they did. And it's not that I don't want to listen to what you have to say. It's that under the law, the only time I can listen to the facts of a case is if we're in trial or we're in a hearing and both parties are present. Okay. Um, but like I said, you can speak to the prosecutor uh, and talk to him about whatever you want, and it won't be used against you. Okay, if you're unable to resolve your case at that time, then your case will be set for trial, and it's going to be your choice whether you want it in front of a judge or in front of a jury. Okay, um, so that's basically the process in a nutshell. Some other things you need to know because this is a court of record. Whoever sits here in this chair that I'm in, the judge is required to be an attorney. I've been an attorney for 28 years. When I'm not doing this, I'm representing individuals that have broken the law or accused of breaking the law. Um, so if you have any questions at this time before I call the docket, please let me know. All right. It's important to me that everyone's fully informed about what they're doing. If at any point in the process you have a question, please do not hesitate. Ask me, okay? It's important that you understand everything that's going on. All right. That being said, right now I have three individuals on the docket. So rather than have you guys wait while I go through the entire docket, I'm going to go as I see y'all on my docket. Court calls number 24070000603, State of Texas versus Julian Ovaya.
Unmute. Hello?
Okay, Mr. Ovaya, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Julian Ovaya?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ovaya, you are charged with the offense of open container alleged to have occurred on or about August 26, 2024 in
Yes,
Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of open container alleged to have occurred on or about August 26, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. All right, Mr. Avaya, it's important that right now, if there's anything you want to talk to me about, you're able to before I
No,
go.
no, just want to see how much it's gonna be.
Okay, no, I got you. Uh, all right, so I'm going to place you on what's called deferred disposition for 90 days, and I'm going to explain what that is.
Yes,
If you
sir.
do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay in the time period I ask you to do it in, the
Yes.
case will get dismissed. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, so you're going to be on deferred disposition for 90 days. Your fine is $209.90. Your
Yes, sir.
cost is $76 for a total of $285.90. Can you pay any of that today, Mr. Ovire?
I probably can. Yes, I would just have to talk to my grandmother, and yes, I could pay some of it today.
Okay. Uh, I want you to pay, pay what you can today, and then I'm going to give you 90 days to pay the rest. Okay.
Okay.
So,
I'll
I
be
don't,
able to pay it this month.
okay, that's fine. That way, as you get money, you want to come drop off money so long as it gets paid within the 90 days. Okay.
And I just take it there to the Robstown, right?
Rob Municipal Court, and this is for everyone. When you're done here today, you're going to have to come to the Robstown Municipal Court to sign off on your paperwork. If you're not in town, you live out of town, or you're not able to make it to the court, you have to call and make arrangements with the clerk so they can email you the paperwork, and then you're going to have to email it back. Know this, that if you don't show up or if you don't make arrangements, it's going to be as if you did not appear today, and a warrant for your arrest will go out. Okay? Uh,
Yes, sir.
all right, Mr. Ovaya. that's all I'm gonna order. On this case, you pay that amount, make sure it's paid within the 90 days. Don't get any other citations out of this court.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
No, I
and
learned my lesson.
and then the case will get dismissed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Valle. Any
So,
questions
today I just try to make sure to go sign the papers there at the.
at the court? Yeah, we're located at City Hall, on Main Street.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're excused.
Okay. I could
Thank
end
you.
my thing. I could get off.
Yeah, you can get. I'm gonna get you off right now.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Next, I have Cassandra Sanchez. All right, Ms. Sanchez, please raise your right hand. Oh, let me call the case. Court calls cause number 2407-0000750. State of Texas versus Cassandra Sanchez. Ms. Sanchez, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Cassandra Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Sanchez, you are charged with the offense of theft of property alleged to have occurred on or about September 8th, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. And the only thing they put on here, Ms. Sanchez, is miscellaneous store items of value less than $100. Um, Normally they should put what was actually taken, but in this case, they put miscellaneous store items. Um, are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of theft of property alleged to have occurred on September 8th, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I'm sorry, sir. Guilty.
Guilty, okay. The court will accept your plea of guilty. Ms. Sanchez, I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, Miss Sanchez. Uh, I see this is the first time you've ever had something like this. So yeah, just so you know, theft is considered a crime of moral turpitude. Okay, that's just a fancy way of saying, it's something that's, even though it's a class C misdemeanor, it's something that can follow you around the rest of your life, right? When you're trying to get a job or filling out applications to get housing, whatever the case may be. It's a serious charge in that regard. Okay. Um, I looked at the items you took. It seems they were personal stuff. Um, so, I know people, they have moments of weakness. I understand that, okay? But it is against the law to do this. I'm placing you on 90 days deferred disposition, which will allow you to have this case dismissed if you do what I ask you to do in the time period I ask you to do it in, and don't get any other violations, okay?
Okay.
I want you to know, if you ever find yourself in this situation again, there is a individual here in Robstown. You can come to the court and you can talk to me now, and I'll put you in contact with her. But she makes it her mission to help out people when they have moments in time when they need help. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. The fine, Ms. Sanchez, is $200, cost of $81, for a total of $281. I'm gonna give you 90 days to pay that off.
Okay.
And once again, if you find yourself in a situation where you can't pay that, you can come request the paperwork I told you about, fill it out, and there's a number of other things we can do to work with you. Okay.
Okay.
Because this is your first offense, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Sanchez, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, and make sure you come by the Robstown Municipal Court, before 5 today, at the latest by tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Ms. Sanchez.
Okay.
All right, court cause numbers 2407-000890 and 2407-000891. State of Texas versus Juan Cantu. Mr. Cantu, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Are you Juan Cantu?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cantu, you are charged with 2 offenses. The first being driving with no driver's license, and the second being failing to yield right of way at an intersection. Alleged to have occurred on or about September 20th, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these charges?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
And how old are you, Mr. Cantu?
I'm 17.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cantu. We're gonna go one by one, okay? As to the charge of driving with no driver's license on or about September 20th, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
And as to the charge of failing to yield right of way on or about September 20th, 2024 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty on both charges. What's your situation with your driver's license, Mr. Cantu?
I didn't have one, but I was trying to work on getting my permit.
All right, it's important that, if you're gonna be driving, you gotta have that driver's license. I know it shows here that you're from Kingsville, but if you come through Robstown, it's a small town, they'll know who doesn't have driver's license, okay? So make that a priority to get your license. So I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition on both these charges. Now, you had insurance, correct, Mr. Cantu?
Yes, sir.
And are they taking care of the damage on the accident in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the no driver's license, it's gonna be a fine of $125, cost of $97 for a total of $222. On the failure to yield right away, it's gonna be a fine of $179.90, costs of $150 for a total of $329.90. I know that's a large amount, Mr. Cantu. I'm gonna give you 90 days to pay it. It'll benefit you if you do a little at a time, either on a monthly basis, however you want to do it. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're not working and you can't pay this, like I said, there's an application you fill out. And then if you qualify, there's a number of things we can do. From placing you on community service to do community service in lieu of the fine and costs, okay? So if you find yourself in that situation, when you come in to sign that paperwork or you call in to have them email it to you, you can ask them to email you that paperwork also, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
When if I can't go today or tomorrow, who do I email for the paperwork?
You call the court at, you got something to ride with?
Yeah.
At 361 387 4589.
Okay.
And it's going to be option number 4 when they ask you, they'll go through a number of things, but you push number 4.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, Mr. Cantu?
No, sir.
All right. You're excused, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Crystal, I do not see anybody else making an attempt to come into court. Let's go ahead. Oh, you want to come in here real quick?
Yeah, I'm going in there, Judge.
I'm going to go ahead and end the Zoom since we're recording live in the courtroom anyway.
Okay.